I'm Youssef Almulla. I'm a researcher and a Ph.D. candidate at the Division of Energy Systems at KTH, which is the Royal Institute of Technology in Sweden. I have been working in several Water-Energy-Food Nexus applications with the United Nations Economic Commission of Europe, UNECE, and several shared water basins, and also with the United Nations Food and Agricultural Organization, the FAO. The Nexus is a framework. It's one of the integrated assessment frameworks. It helps understanding the different interactions and the interlinkages between the different sectors. Namely, we focus on the water, energy, and food systems, and in some applications there is also the climate system, which affects all the aforementioned systems. So the Nexus can be seen as a system of systems approach that helps understanding how these resource systems interact with each other and how they affect each other. So the Nexus helps us first understanding the complexity of the issues that we are dealing with today, the challenges for achieving the different goals at the national and at the regional level. The Nexus also can help us accelerate the achievements of the Sustainable Development Goals. For example, Sustainable Development Goal number 2, which is on agriculture and food, Sustainable Development 6 on water and sanitation, or Sustainable Development 7 on sustainable energy, even Sustainable Development Goal number 13 on climate change, and many others. So the Nexus can be seen as an accelerator to achieve the Sustainable Development Goal. Another dimension which is also very important is that the Nexus, when it is applied in certain contexts, for example, the transboundary water basins, usually we have seen in the past and the history some sources of, and even today, we are actually seeing some sort of tension and conflict between nations over these limited resources. The Nexus provides us with a platform that enables countries and sectors to come and sit together to dialogue and to cooperate with each other instead of conflicting. And this has been applied in many water basins with the United Nations Economic Commission of Europe and other international organizations. So it has been proven to be an effective tool to enhance the collaboration and the cooperation between nations and between sectors. I had the opportunity to work with different case studies that are within the Mediterranean context. One example is the Northwestern Sahara Aquifer System, which is a huge groundwater system that extends over 1 million kilometers square, shared between Libya, Tunisia, and Algeria. And the Nexus platform and the Nexus framework help to bring people together despite all the challenges that these countries have been facing in terms of the political and the social stress in the previous years. The Nexus platform helped to bring the people from different ministries and different sectors to dialogue how they can ensure the sustainable use of the groundwater sources, and also how they can make sure that the people who rely on this source of water for their agricultural and other socioeconomic activities can ensure the sustainable use of this limited resource. A few other examples have been also applied in the context of Jordan and also in Morocco in Souss Massa Basin. So all these examples are within the context of the Mediterranean, and I'm sure there are many other examples in this region.